Derry, many congratulations on being elected the new president of the incoming Tour Operators Association here at the ITOA AGM in the Castlemartyr Hotel in Cork. How was 2015 for your members and what's the outlook for 2016?
Thank you, Owen. For members, 2015 was very good, very strong. Everybody reporting business up, very pleased with it. Our final touch has been done to the report and final data coming in, but 2015 was a very good year across the board.
Great, and what's 2016 looking like?
Well, 2016 looks very good. I think, in fact, if anything, our concern is that it could be much better if we could get the capacity with hotels is one specific issue. We're hearing that out in the marketplace, but that said, it will be a very strong year, 2016 as well.
Good. And last year there was a joint ITIC-ITOA study that showed that coach tourism is worth €330 million to the Irish economy each year. Are escorted tours a growth segment within Irish tourism?
Yes, it is. They are. Coach tourism is very often underestimated, close to my own heart. We work very closely with some particular members in our own organisation, deliver an awful lot of business around Ireland on coach tours. It spreads the business very well. They're inclined to stay on average 8 days. They affect the regions more so than any other type of business. Specifically in Ireland, I think it's the unique thing that we have is a story to tell and to take people around and show them around Ireland, and I think the coach tourism segment is excellent for that. And I would say the new and developing markets, even that's how they will experience Europe. And even we see it with some of those markets coming into Ireland, it's actually on coaches. They're starting with lots of them.
Excellent. And Ireland, of course, is so accessible with the new road network and so on. It's quite possible to get around Ireland quite easily and with a degree of comfort.
It is, and we heard today from yourself, I think actually, was about things that are happening in Europe and things that are important in Europe, and people even underestimate or maybe aren't aware of the low carbon footprint of coach tourism.
Indeed.
Euro 6 engines carrying people around the country, it's an exceptional way to see the country. And one particular thing that's really important in Ireland is the guided experience and telling the story. And that's something that's most guides have an innate understanding of human nature. Professionally trained guides deliver an exceptional experience, and I think Ireland punches above its weight in other countries in escorted tour business, I think.
Excellent. And many of the ITOA members specialise in business tourism. How is that segment of the market doing after what must have been a challenging number of years?
Yeah, I think there's significant improvements and great optimism, I think, in it. And again, I think Ireland is going to do particularly well. The Business Tourism Working Group, we have a significant contribution to that. The state agencies have a very good focus on it, and there's no doubt that business travel is up, and I think Ireland is going to take its share of that significantly as well, I think.
Good. And so we have a positive outlook for 2016, but there are challenges. You mentioned capacity constraints, and I think particularly in a Dublin context, which we've heard before. What's the ITOA's perspective on that? How serious an issue is that for Irish tourism?
It's a serious issue. It's a very serious issue because we're hearing it from everywhere, and we actually really shouldn't be having that conversation. So in some ways we should have dealt with this maybe a couple of years ago. I know that might have involved taking brave decisions at a time when you weren't sure what way it would go. We had our own issues going on in Ireland, but it is a very important issue, and there are things need to be done, very specific items to address that. We can only build so many rooms, but we must look at policy. We must, as an industry, look at policy, and we have to look at short-term things we can do as well, and how we can attract people to other regions, but I think policy is very, very important.
And is there evidence amongst your members and your own business per se of business and groups not coming to Ireland because of capacity blockages?
A startling amount, and the real difficulty with this isn't what it's going to do in 2016, because we will have a very strong year. It's that you constantly have to have things coming down the pipeline, so you have to have people thinking. There are people out there at the moment thinking about 17, 18 as they develop their own programs, and we want them. We've been asking them to come to Ireland. We're always asking them to come to Ireland, so we want them to be featured in Ireland, not afraid of the cost. This is all about availability, cost, competitiveness. It's a critical element. It needs all, I suppose, all cylinders firing, all parts of the tourism industry focused on that really.
Great. Derry, thanks so much. Thanks for your time and best of luck in your stewardship of the ITOA over the next couple of years. And we wish you and all your members a very successful 2016 and beyond.
Thank you very much, John.